Welcome. Today we're going to be reviewing this Goldshell SC Box mini miner. Now I would consider this a highly speculative cryptocurrency mining project, but I also think there's huge profit potential for this project if we were to see cryptocurrencies go into another bull run. In this video, I'll make the case where you could potentially make upwards of $21 per day with this miner if we were to see it reach all-time highs again. In this video, I'll give a high-level overview of the Siacoin project and what it's all about. We'll review the Siacoin cryptocurrency token and look at its trading history. We'll review my first 30-day profitability results for the Goldshell SC Box in a short break-even analysis. I'll go through a scenario analysis of what the profitability of this miner will look like if the Siacoin token were to reach all-time highs again. I'll review some of the pros and cons I see with this project. And finally, I'll give you my overall recommendations on whether I think this is a cryptocurrency miner that you should consider buying. Let's get started. And as always, this video is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing in this video is financial advice. I'm not affiliated with Goldshell in any way, and I am not being compensated by them for this video. So what is Siacoin? Siacoin is the native utility token of Sia, a blockchain-based distributed decentralized cloud storage platform. Sia acts as a secure, trustless marketplace for cloud storage in which users can lease access to their unused storage space. Agreements and transactions are enforced with smart contracts, and Siacoin is the medium of exchange for paying for storage on the network. The main goal of the project is to become a backbone storage layer of the internet. So you can really think of the Sia network and Siacoin as a decentralized storage network, trying to compete with the Amazons, the Googles, the Apples of the world to provide storage capability for people in a decentralized manner. Now, I would consider Siacoin a direct competitor to SC Prime and the XA miner, which I've done a previous video on in this channel. I'll link that video in the description below if you're interested in checking it out. So as you can see here, Siacoin is not the only current player in the decentralized storage space. There are several cryptocurrency projects out there right now that are vying to store your data in a decentralized and secure manner. The question remains whether Siacoin will be able to beat out their competitors and continue to grow. All right, let's briefly look at the Siacoin on CoinMarketCap. Siacoin has a ticker SC. It's currently trading for just over half a cent per coin. It's ranked number 134 in terms of size on CoinMarketCap, and it has a current market cap of $265 million. So somewhat of a larger cryptocurrency project compared to some of the other altcoins that we review on this channel. You can see here the cryptocurrency price chart for this coin. It is down over the last year, and that's consistent with what we've seen across the cryptocurrency space. If you look at the long-term all-time chart, you can see in the bull market of 2016, 2017, we did see the price of the Siacoin spike dramatically, and we saw a similar spike here in 2020 bull market. So personally, I think there's a good chance we could see another spike in the future if we were to see another bull market over the next couple of years. So here's a list of the current exchanges that have Siacoin trading available, the largest being Binance and Kraken, and you can see there's pretty large volumes for this coin, so it does provide a liquid marketplace for trading of these coins. All right, the Goldshell SC Box currently is available for purchase on the Goldshell website. It's currently going for $309, and that price is down substantially from what we were seeing just a couple months ago, and that's really reflective of the decrease in the price of these cryptocurrency tokens. A lot of these miners across the board have been lowered in price substantially, which is good to see. If we look at the specs of this miner, its hash rate is 900 gigahash per second, wall power of 200 watts plus or minus 5%. That's consistent with a lot of the other mini box miners that Goldshell has, including the Goldshell Mini Doge, your KD boxes, and other various small mini box miners. The noise level at 35 decibels or less, that is virtually quiet. It's basically the sound you hear would be similar to a small computer fan. And then one thing to note here, this Goldshell SC Box does not come with a power supply unit, so you'll have to purchase your own power supply unit separately. And they come here, they recommend an 80 plus gold power supply over 600 watts. So I'll leave a link to the Goldshell website in the description below if you're interested in purchasing this miner. All right, let's go through my first 30-day mining results for my SC Box miner. I can see here my 30-day mining results. I mined a total of 6,847 SC tokens. You can see here the mining results were fairly consistent per day, earning anywhere between about 220 and 235 tokens per day. So on average, we mined per day 228 SC tokens. The current price for SC is currently just over half a cent per coin. So Based on that calculations, the current revenue per day, I'm coming in at $1.18 per day. My electric expense per day is estimated at about 58 cents per day, and that's using a 12 cent per kilowatt hour electric rate. So our net profit currently per day is 60 cents. Profit per month is $18, and profit per year is $219. Now, currently you can purchase this miner for $309 from the Goldshell website. So you've got a break-even days of just under 514 days, 17 months, or 1.4 years. So obviously the current profitability of this miner is not super lucrative at this point, but I think the upside potential is really what gets me excited about this project. So next, let's go through a scenario of what the profitability for this miner would look like if we were to see the SC token go back to all-time highs. So the all-time high for the SC token is 9.4 cents, and we hit that in January of 2018. If we were to see those prices again, we'd have a revenue per day of just over $21 per day and a net profit per day of just under $21. You're looking at profit per month of $626 and profit per year of $7,620. So you're essentially breaking even on this miner in about 15 days. So that would make this miner extremely lucrative. So personally, my strategy for this SC Box miner is to continue to accumulate coins through this bear market with the intention of selling these coins if we were to see another bull run over the next couple years, and hopefully to be able to sell at near these all-time high prices. So let's look at what the profitability would look like for this miner if we were to see all-time highs 2 years from now. So essentially we would have mined 166,000 coins. Now obviously this is not accounting for any potential mining difficulty changes over the 2 years. That's too difficult to really model here accurately, so we're just assuming a consistent earnings of SC coins through mining over the next 2 years. So we have an all-time high price of just over 9.4 cents. So we are essentially mining $15,600 in coins. You have 2 years electricity costs of $423 at a 12-cent kilowatt hour rate. You have your miner purchase costs, so you have a net profit of just under $15,000 and a return on investment of 4,837%. So obviously that long-term profitability scenario is highly speculative at this point. There's no guarantee that the SC token will go back to those all-time highs again. And really my strategy with a lot of these mini miner cryptocurrency projects is to get exposure to a large number of different projects with the hope that one or two will be huge winners and offset any losers. Next, let's go through some of the pros and cons I see in the Goldshell SC Box miner. Let's start off with the pros. For the first pro I see is miner price. At a price point of $309, it's not a huge investment into a miner, especially compared to some of the other ASIC miners you see out there that can run several $1,000s. Next for pros is ease of use. This really is a plug and play miner. I plugged mine in just over a month ago and I've run into no issues with it going on or offline or having to open up or maintain it. Number 3 is sound and heat. The good thing with a lot of these mini box miners is they produce very little sound and they really have very little heat output. You can't say the same for a lot of large ASIC miners when you get into Bitcoin mining or GPU mining. Heat and sound become a huge factor. So it is really nice that these don't really disturb the rest of my family when they're running in my basement. And then finally for pros that I see is the upside potential. Like I tried to highlight earlier in this video, I think there's tremendous upside potential in this project, and that's why I'm willing to speculate on this miner. Next, let's go over the cons. The first con I see is that this is a highly speculative coin still. This coin is outside of the top 100 cryptocurrency projects, so I wouldn't say it's completely proven, and there's risk that this project could eventually be unsuccessful. Number 2 is the minimal current profitability. So this, like many other cryptocurrency mining projects out there right now, are not currently super highly lucrative in terms of mining. And that's just the way it is right now when you're in a bear market. Mining is not going to be nearly as profitable as it once was in the previous bull market, but really we should be using the bear markets to help to accumulate coins and projects we believe in so that we can sell those coins in the next bull market. All right, the next con I see is competition. Like I highlighted earlier, there are several other cryptocurrency mining projects out there that are vying for the decentralized data storage solution space. You also have huge competition in some of the major tech players in Google, Apple, and Amazon, and we know that those companies will not go down lightly. And finally, the last con I see is adoption. I think it still remains to be seen if people really want to use a decentralized solution for their data storage needs. I would say the vast majority of the population are very comfortable using either Google Drive or Amazon or Apple to store their files in a centralized fashion, just because it is so easy to use and it's easy to access your files. So I think it's still up in the air whether decentralized data storage is really a solution that's going to take off for people and that will be easy enough for people to use and people can trust it. So I think we're still extremely early in the space, and it still remains to be seen whether this is a solution that will take off in the long run. So with any cryptocurrency mining project, there's always a risk that the coin you're mining could become worthless. Personally, I think that's a low risk at this point for the Goldshell SC Box and the Siacoin project. Siacoin has been around for over 8 years, so there's something to be said about the longevity of the project. And I think the upside potential in the coin, if we were to hit all-time highs again, makes this project potentially super lucrative. As I've mentioned before in previous videos, my strategy for altcoin mining is to get exposure to a large number of different projects, with the assumption that some of these projects are going to fail. Some will do all right, but then some projects will see gains larger than we would ever imagine. And those gains will offset any losses that I see in other projects. Will the SC Box be one of those big gainers? Well, that remains to be seen, but I'm excited for the prospect. And as always, I'll try to give my unbiased thoughts along the way. If you enjoy this content, remember to like and subscribe. You can check out one of my other videos here. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.